video. There is some music playing in the background, but hopefully I'm talking loud enough to where it's getting that out of it. But anyway, I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you guys Xtreme Speedway. We were here a month ago. We're back tonight. It's just a regular 604 race. The last time we were here, I think it was a 2001 604 race. So this is what the track's looking like. It looks fantastic, especially with as much rain as we've gotten this week. So we will be out here shortly. It looks like on the lineup we are set to hot lap qualify and then a feature, or are we heat racing? Huh?
Heat racing and feature, what it says.
Okay, so hot lap qualify, then we'll heat race and feature. So that's what's coming up. I'll go back in the queue. Out of the piston in the back. I don't really know what that's called. We talked to Mr. Jack at Brinn. He told us what to do. So I don't know if it's coming from there or if it's coming from somewhere else. They're taking a look at it and seeing if they can get that fixed. They are putting fuel in it now. Got the gear changed already. Looks like Brad may be about to make a change, so we'll see. Alright. Bleeding brakes. We will start second heat outside pole, so we'll be able to capture or capitalize on that and go out and win it and then start on the outside pole for the feature. But coming up shortly, hopefully the brakes are fixed, hopefully those are better, and we got some of our gremlins worked out. We ain't raced in a month, so still working out the first of the season gremlins because we've literally raced like 3 times. So there's that. We'll be out next. Brad's already in the car.
Go,
knocked down. Once everybody got in the bottom, he was a sitting duck. So he had to get in the bottom and just ride. We had a whole lot better car there than we've had all night. We've struggled tonight with just planting. He's been spinning the right rear, and we've not had that issue with the crate motor. So I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, started fourth, finished fourth. So not a bad night. Definitely should have went forward, could have went forward, had the car to go forward, but track sometimes just doesn't allow for that. So anyway, he's going through the scale house and going through tech, and then he'll be over here just a second. We'll get a word with him.
All right, guys, it's Sunday evening. I know we didn't get a video done last night after the racing. It was kind of a late night, sort of. I knew we wasn't gonna be home about 2 or 2:30, so we tried to hurry up and get loaded up and be done and head to the house so that we could get a little bit of rest. And we did. I think we got home about 2:30 last night, roughly, and got up this morning and got going and had a bunch of running around and a couple things to do after church and all. So just now got back home. I've been home about 30 minutes or so, 45 minutes, and was planning on going ahead and going and unloading the car and trying to start washing it today and getting it cleaned up. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do it today. I don't want to sounds like somebody's at the shooting range. If you guys can hear that, there's a rifle range right through the holler there on the other side of the hill, and sometimes you can hear them shooting over there, and I don't know if you can hear it or not. But anyways, just a quick recap from last night. I went out for hot laps, and as soon as I left the pit area there, or pit stall, whatever you want to call it, I had a really bad vibration. The whole car was shaking whenever I would mash the clutch pedal down. I let off the clutch pedal or got it in high gear, the vibration was gone. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I've never had that issue before. Went out on the racetrack. Of course, it was hot lap qualifying. Went to mash the brake pedal, and the brake pedal went about halfway further than what it normally does. It didn't go all the way to the floor. It was just real spongy, real soft feeling. So the only thing I can think of is maybe with all the heat and humidity, all the rain in the air, the moisture, the brake fluid may have drew in some moisture into the brake calipers and the brake line and the brake fluid. Just made a spongy pedal because, you know, the car hadn't been moved or touched or ran in over a month. So after hot laps, we bled the brakes, and the brakes were fixed. That issue was done. But the transmission, I mean, it was blowing fluid everywhere. I don't know. We can't figure out if it's coming out of the rear seal or where it's coming from, but there was fluid everywhere under the car. So we checked the fluid just for the heat race. Still had plenty of fluid in it. So we just tried to wipe everything off the best we could, just trying to see if we could see where it's coming from. Went out, run the 8-lap heat race. Once again, the car was still coated in oil. When we come in after the heat race, we drained the fluid out of the transmission, which was brand new fluid. We just changed it out this past week. Drained it out and put another quart of oil in it, new oil. That way we knew we had a full quart in there. And we just kind of taped rags around everything to just try to keep it off the rear tires and keep it off the car as much as we could. And so I don't know. I know Mr. Jack he'll probably point us in the right direction as far as advice on what may be going on there, and probably may recommend us taking it out and sending it to him. I'm not sure. We'll definitely reach out to him, and I know he'll get us taken care of at Brinn Transmission. If you remember the last race we ran last year, we had an issue. We thought it was a transmission issue, and it turned out to be a master cylinder issue. That other transmission, when I'd mash the clutch pedal down, it just wouldn't pull. It wouldn't go anywhere, and we thought it might have been clutches or something there, but Then we put the other transmission in at the beginning of this year, and it was the same issue. Ended up changing the master cylinder, and that fixed that issue. So I'm gonna put that transmission back in it, obviously check it out and everything, and make sure that that transmission doesn't have any issues still, and we'll go from there and see what we got going on. But as far as the feature went, I threw the kitchen sink at it. I'm pretty sure I changed every corner of the car last night before the feature. Still just struggling to get it turned into the corner, and once it does kind of rotate, it just keeps rotating, and just having to wait on it. The car, when I pick the gas back up, it don't want to go forwards. It wants to tail around rather than going forwards, and it's just not, to me, it just don't feel like it's transferring the weight to the back of the car. The car feels like it's on top of the track versus being in the track. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if that'll make sense to some of you or not, but just don't feel like there's no grip there, rear grip, once the car points the other direction. So we're gonna look into that and see what we got going on there, see if we can figure something else out and do something a little different anyways, rather than doing the same thing we've been doing and expecting different results. So you know, I thought there about the first lap or so of the feature, I thought we was gonna be okay, and you know, and got up to beside the second place car there in the first lap and a half or so, and the crumb, once the crumbs got thrown up to the top, I mean, there was you just had to get in the bottom and ride. The super race, about 2 races before us, that's where every one of the super cars was right around the bottom. And you know, it's just one of them deals where I knew if I was gonna go forwards, I had to go right then, because I figured the track was gonna clean up. I was hoping it wouldn't clean up as quick as it did, and I was hoping the top would last for about another lap or so at least, and but it didn't. So, you know, it's just one of them deals. I just had to get back in the bottom, and once we got in the bottom, we just had to ride. And even like the last lap when I took the white flag, saw I had a little bit of a gap behind me, so I drove it into 1-2 around the top just to try it one last time, and obviously it didn't work. So that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. We'll take it and move on. Our plans as of right now are to be at Talladega this coming up weekend, this Saturday night. Obviously we still got 2 more weeks before the baby's here, but you know, obviously he can come at any time, so we're still watching that and keeping an eye on that. So we'll have to play that by ear as well. And yeah, but I think we're supposed to have some pretty days and pretty weather this week, and I think Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I think there's another chance of storms and rain, so we'll have to watch that as well. But anyways, appreciate you guys watching. If you hadn't already, hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment. I believe we're getting close to, I can't remember if Dallas told me it was 9,000 or 10,000 subs over here, so help us hit that mark as well, and get that punched out if you hadn't already. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate everyone who helps us out. Warp Speed Performance Parts, Barry Apparel Co., Gorsuch Performance, Stop Tech Brakes, Brinn Transmission, BB Designs, PPM Racing Products. Speaking of PPM Racing Products, keep our boy Hunter Kennedy in your prayers. He had an accident on his way home from work about a month ago, and a couple days after the accident realized he was having some concussion symptoms, and went to the doctor and all that, and the symptoms seem to have been getting a little bit worse day by day, and I know exactly how he feels. I've had plenty of concussions, and you know, it's really aggravating when you want to get going and keep doing something, and you really just can't. And so he went back to the doctor this past week, and they took him out of work for about a week. So I know it's killing him, and I know it's driving him nuts, but y'all remember him, say a prayer for him, that he can find some relief there with that concussion and get back to his normal life and his everyday life. I know, you know, he's always wanting to be wide open and going and doing, and trust me, I get it, and I completely understand, but sometimes our health is more important than other things. But just remember him. Like I said, appreciate you guys over here. All the other social media accounts, if you hadn't checked them out, they're all Link will be in the description for them. But we'll try to get out there tomorrow night and get everything unloaded and washed up, and we'll catch you guys back in the shop then. Appreciate it.